Hi guys, it's Ben Bradbury at Complete Fitness Studios, and I've got another training tip for you. So looking at the end of our workout, we want to try and stretch out our hip flexors. So your hip flexors are a group of muscles that run along the front of your hips, and they're responsible for pulling your leg up or pulling your torso up if your legs stay in place. So any action like running or cycling or sit-ups, they're going to work heavily on these hip flexors. So we want to try and stretch them out after we've worked them. So I'm going to get myself into a lunge position, but with the back knee down. So that back knee is touching the floor, and I've only got about a 90-degree bend at each knee. I'm not really exaggerating this lunge position. I'm just taking a 90-degree bend at each. Nice and stable, knees, or my foot and my knee, about hip width apart. From here, I'm going to hold on to my hips. It's easier to get a bit of feedback on what's going on if I keep hold of those hips. So if I imagine holding onto those hips, it's almost like I'm holding onto a bowl. I'm going to try and tip some water backwards out of the bowl. So I'm going to hold onto those hips, and I'm going to tilt them backwards. As soon as I tilt my hips backwards like that, I get a nice pull down through the hip flexor on that back leg. So once I've tilted them backwards, I'm going to hold them in that tilted position while I get that stretch there for about 20, maybe 30 seconds. When I'm done, I can bring it back to normal, and then I can change sides, and again on this side, tilt those hips back and get that stretch through my hip flexors. Okay, so putting yourself into that lunge position and then doing what we call a posterior tilt on your hips gets a really good stretch to those hip flexors. I'll see you next time.